They said my garden didn't fit the community look. The HOA president, let's just call her Karen, came by and actually ripped out my flowers, said they were too bright for the neighborhood. But here's the thing, those weren't just any flowers. My grandmother had given me those seeds before she passed away. They were more than plants, they were precious memories blooming in my front yard. I was devastated, watching Karen tear out the colorful petals with such disdain. She didn't even bother to ask why they meant so much to me, just went on about how they clashed with the uniform beige of everyone else's lawns. I wanted to scream, to tell her she was destroying a piece of my heart, but I held my tongue. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. So I waited, bided my time like a gardener waiting for the perfect moment to plant. A week passed, and I knew exactly what I had to do. I went to the local nursery and bought a bunch of giant sunflower seeds. These weren't your average flowers. Oh no, these were the kind that grow tall enough to touch the sky. I planted them strategically right along the edge of my property. As they grew, I tended to them with care, whispering encouragements every day. It was like my grandmother was there with me, her gentle hands guiding mine as I watered and pruned. And boy, did those sunflowers deliver. They shot up like beanstalks from a fairy tale, their golden heads stretching towards the sun. Before long, they towered over Karen's perfectly trimmed bushes, casting long shadows across her pristine lawn every single afternoon. It was a sight to behold, nature's own revenge, blooming right before our eyes. The best part? The neighbors absolutely loved them. Kids would stop by to marvel at the giant flowers. Elderly couples would take walks just to see them. Even the mailman commented on how they brightened up the whole street. Of course, Karen tried to complain. She marched up and down the street, clipboard in hand, trying to rally support for their removal. But this time, her words fell on deaf ears. When it came time to vote, everyone chose to keep the sunflowers. They had become a symbol of individuality in our cookie-cutter community. Turns out, karma blooms the brightest where it's least wanted. Those sunflowers stood tall and proud, a daily reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things in life are the ones that stand out from the crowd. And as for Karen, well, let us just say she learned that not everything in life can be controlled with a rule book and a pair of pruning shears.